Mr. President, we've recovered something from out here in the Oort cloud. I'm sending you the data now. By the time you get this message, we'll probably have already gone in to explore some suspected hideouts nearby. We'll keep you up to date, sir. Ensign, take us in. Staff Sergeant, get the mud jumpers out of cryo and ready to jump should we find something.
Sir, yes, sir.
Hey guys, Space Marine 658 here. Last time we left off, we were doing a bit of a recap because of the audio crap out. But luckily, this time it looks like we're going to be good to go. So, right now we are just getting back into it. Looks like we've got a few different colonial fleets showing up here. So let me see. Let me turn those off for you. There we go. Now, we don't have too many things cluttering up, but we can take a look at it once in a while just kind of get an idea. Looks like we definitely have a lot of colonial stuff going on. And while we're thinking about that, let's take a look at a few different things going on. So last time we left off, we were doing a bit of automated mining to try and catch up on the shortage, so we chopped it down. Let's see, is there anything we can do? I think our best bet is going to be to produce just more of those, but unfortunately, because we're waiting on building up some of that stockpile, I'm actually going to produce a bit of infrastructure. It's not going to take very long to do this, but as we're expanding out, it never hurts to have a lot of infrastructure spare. Then we can always break it down later, I believe. Let me create this, just 15%. Yeah, so that'll take a little while, 4 years. And then let's build a few more military academies. Not too many of these guys, because I think currently we've got like, what? 11. So let's round that up a bit. Because you don't need a whole lot of these. These basically produce more officers. So having more of them is handy, but you don't necessarily need a ton of them. And then probably another naval headquarters, because I think right now we've got one. So we'll produce one of these. And then let's produce some refueling. Fuel refineries. Yes, let's do fuel refineries. Right now our fuel refining capacity is 200, which does produce quite a bit of fuel. But as we get bigger ships later on, especially tugs, we're going to need a lot of fuel. So let's build like 100 of these at 40%. That's going to get done relatively quickly, but it never hurts to have some extra stuff going on in the background. In fact, I might shift some of this away. Let's modify this down to 20. Put some more into research facilities because we dropped these down quite a bit. Not we necessarily need many more research facilities, but it never hurts to have them doing something that's going to benefit us. Because it's going to take a while, so. All right. And most of our research guys are going to town. Assign new to this one because that's going to be the longest one out. All right. And so let's check on Mars real quick because we were working on the environment here. Still adding gas because we want to get oxygen to 0.2 because that'll be in the habitable zone. We still need to worry about temperature. Actually, all of our water vapor is gone, so it's all converted into hydrographic extent, which is getting closer to 0, which is what we want. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch back to water vapor. Adding oxygen is great because we're going to need it eventually, but water vapor we need to get earlier because it's going to take time to fall out of the atmosphere. So we'll get that moving. All right. But yeah, so I believe that's it. And then we were also colonizing here, but we're not terraforming this yet. We're probably going to refit our terraformer here this episode just so that we can get faster terraforming going on. Because it is moving a bit slow. All right. But yeah, it looks like there's some money going here, some stockpiling. Because I believe, yeah, this is one of our planets that's shipping back to here. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. Venus is still stockpiling, collecting things, and shipping them off. Stockpile is still building up a bit, so I might send another mass driver over there at some point, depending on how slowly it's moving over here. But we've at least got a stockpile building up here on Earth of coronium, so that's good. Still pretty low on duranium, but I think Venus has duranium as well. Yes, it's got one accessibility duranium. It's got a whole lot of it, so we're pretty solid there. So let's actually look at our fleets and what we're doing. So these ships are trained up. Those are our defense fleets. This is our troop transport. No, right? Oh, it's a terraformer. Okay, yeah. So our terraformer fleet, and then we got our actual transporter. Some freighters. What are y'all doing currently? So nothing. These guys are loading mines to that planet so that they've got some jobs. And let me make sure they still need that later. And this one is loading infrastructure on Venus so that we can get some mines sent out there. Because that's going to help us the most, getting some mines on Venus, because it's the most important currently. So let's take a look at here. So here's where we're sending infrastructure and stuff and mines. So we've got these. Yeah, so we've still got a worker shortage. So actually I'm going to redirect those mines to Venus, because I think Venus has population. We're actually almost at 0 available workers. Let's see. Yeah, almost everybody's still focused on this. So what we might do is, instead of sending mines to Venus, take that fleet and send just more infrastructure. So actually, how much infrastructure do we have on Earth? Sorry, it's been with the storm and power being out for a week, it's been a while since I've been at the helm of this game. Infrastructure. So we have 600, so we don't have a whole lot of infrastructure on Earth. So let's actually go to our industry and change this back, because we, like I said earlier, we don't need that many. So at 15, so 30. We don't need. Oh, must have done the math wrong there. We don't need that many research studies. We're already cranking through the research. So let's get this back up. In fact, I can drop this a bit. Let's say 5, because we honestly don't need the fuel refineries that urgently. In fact, all of these can probably be dropped to 5. That way, because these are all like back burner kind of things. We don't need them urgently. Versus, we still need to make sure we clear up that mineral shortage. Although it's getting much better now, I want to make sure we have that taken care of so we can start producing ships and going out there and expanding quickly. Let's actually grab our, let's go back to here. Let's go to our shipyards. So right now we're retooling for the Los Angeles Gen 3. And after that retools, we're going to start producing them. But we're also going to upgrade our old ships. So, yeah. Is there anything else we need to do? I know we were looking at possibly retooling for that battleship, but we're honestly, do we need to produce this battleship? Probably not, but should we do it for RP reasons? I think so. I think having a defensive ship like this is going to be handy as we come across enemy ships, so we're going to retool that immediately. And then go to construction, battle fleet, and amberclad, known as the Fairweather. So this is the amberclad class. Fairweather is the ship name. I changed it so they will be named after Halo ships, at least currently. Yeah, we're going to produce 2 of these, actually. We'll have two of these large ships, and then we're going to create a few more Black Wolf ships. Now the Black Wolf party is in charge. They've laid back a bit on the militarism, but having a few of these ships would definitely still be within their realm of required defensive ships. So, all right. So we're going to let those other transport ships keep transporting infrastructure to Venus. And then I guess They're loading we'll let them do these last few mines just to make it a round up even. These guys are going to go to Earth, refuel, resupply, load installation, infrastructure. Now hopefully that infrastructure gets built fast enough that it can carry this kind of stuff. Unload all installations, and you can only carry, leave it 10 of these per round because 2,500, right? So that would be 2, 4, so it'd be 20 actually. 20 per trip. So do 5 trips, that's 100. So if we do, doing some math, let's do 9 trips, that should be 200. Or 9 more trips based on that 10, so yeah, that should be 200, and I shouldn't overdo it because I'm trying to move it without moving everything instantly, because I know that it's going to be some lag time from it creating the infrastructure. Check minerals on Venus. So that was the LA Sol completing their orders. They basically are a freighter fleet for excess minerals on Venus just to make sure that we get enough on Earth. Load all minerals. Go to Earth. Unload all minerals. And then refuel, resupply, and then put them on cycle, but I don't want them doing it infinitely because I probably only need them doing it like 5 or 10 times, depending on how many resources are there. Yeah, it loaded probably once and then dropped it off and then was unable to load again. So we'll just tell the LA Sol to remove all, go to Earth, refuel, resupply. Alright, and yeah. About to have them wait until Venus gets too built up on resources, because that's going to take a little bit. Alright, so yeah, we got 5,000 infrastructure there. 2 mesh drivers. But yeah, it's starting to slowly build up infrastructure. One thing that might help is moving our terraformer here, because it'll help with the efficiency of our infrastructure by like removing some atmospheric pressure and stuff. So as much as I want to finish Mars's terraforming, either that or we build another terraforming ship, which honestly might not be a bad idea. How close are we on Mars? Because we're adding some water vapor now. Alright, you know what? Let's design a new terraforming ship. I think that's just going to be our best bet. Our old ship is it's too out of date. So we're going to go in here in Terraformer. We're going to design the Passenger Mark II. So copy class, rename. Rename class, there we go. So this is the Passenger Encounter Mark II. Or I guess I've been going with Gen recently, so we'll just call it the Gen 2. Alright. Sorry, I need to drink real quick. So, with this, let me actually check. We currently have, this is a 100,000 ton ship. So let's get up our calculator really quick. Alright, sorry about that. Just trying to make sure I have the stopwatch going. Alright. So, wide view of the sky. You've got really old engines, so we're definitely going to want to redesign. So let's pop all these engines off. Let's see, is there anything else that we need to... Yeah, terraforming modules, these don't change. We just change how quickly we can upgrade these. And since we made a lot of changes research-wise, I believe those affect the current terraforming ships. So the big thing is we need to change the actual amount of modules on here. So we're going to have to make this bigger. So what we're going to do is we're going to obsolete component and create another civilian engine, design tech, engines, magnetoplasma drives, the newest one, yep. And we don't care about power, so we're dropping fuel consumption. And then don't care about thermal reduction, engine size. So here we go. So this is going to determine how big our ship is. So military ships have to be below a certain size. Let's go up. So we're there. Now we're at least a commercial engine. And since it is a pretty beefy ship, we should probably have a pretty big engine. 5,000 tons. With civilian ships, it's usually more efficient to go bigger rather than smaller, more fuel efficient, and tends to be more engine power. Let's see. So this is a C magnetoplasma drive, engine power of 240, has a fuel per hour of 0.33, which is a very small amount, and a total tonnage of 5K. And this was produced. Let me go to Discord channel and loading up real quick. Get somebody from the Discord. Somebody who preferably hasn't been on the list recently. We're gonna go with, I believe we've already done them. Here we go. I don't think we've done T-Wanderer. All right. So we'll call them T-Wanderer, drives, and co. There we go. So we shall instant this because we want to, we don't care about researching all this stuff. So we'll refresh tech. There we go. Grab one of these. Let's see how fast is it. Quite slow. We don't need it to necessarily be super fast because, it's going to go to somewhere and sit there for a long time. In fact, because of that, we can drop off one of these fuel storage large and then put a smaller fuel storage on it. Because we have the ultra large, let's drop it just down to the large. Yeah, 370 billion kilometers. I mean, even if we go outside to many other solar systems and terraform, it's not going to go nearly that far. In fact, I might even drop it down to just a regular fuel storage. Yeah, 74 billion. Maybe that's a little small, so yeah, we'll keep it with the large. I mean, 370 billion gets you pretty much anywhere. So with this, we've now reduced the tonnage slightly. So what we can do is, in fact, let's throw on another terraforming module. Let's check real quick while we've got this ready. So this is a civilian ship. Let's look at our shipyards. Our largest shipyard is the 100,000 ton terraforming ship. So let's grab this and we're going to increase the size, continual capacity. We're going to target, for now I'll put 150,000. We'll probably actually target something else depending on the size of the ship that we create, because this will be larger than the last ship. Because we do want to speed this up quite a bit. So at some point we may just create a tug, but for now I want to just create something that can power itself. Let's see. All right, so I want to keep it above 200 kilometers per second because that's pretty slow, but fast enough it'll get there within a couple months or so. This will just sit still, so I'm not that worried about speed. Yeah, so this will be over 3 times as fast as the last ship. I'm half tempted just to make this a station. I'll see what you guys think. So I'm going to create this and start building it. And I'll probably upgrade the other ship to one of these. But depending on what y'all think, if y'all think I should shift over to a station or whatever, I'll just scrap them and recreate them. But for now, I'm going to leave them this way just because I think it's a little bit easier, for me at least, because I've not done too much with tugs. But let me know. Let me know in the down below in the comment section or in the Discord channel. We are trying to get more frequent there. Recently, I've been a little away with the storms here in Texas, but we should be getting more frequent, and we've got some pretty cool collab stuff hopefully coming up pretty soon with some other YouTubers who play Aurora. So if you'd like to get involved in any of the collab stuff, make sure to join the Discord. All right, sorry about the shameless plug there. So let's get back to this. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. It's over 3 times as fast. You know, it's got a decent enough speed. It is quite a bit larger than I was expecting, but you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing. So let's lock this design. All right. And then what I'm going to do is go over here to the shipyards and change this so that it's actually producing up to the correct upgrade. So we're going to continue capacity. You're going to target, so it's 208,000, so we'll just shoot for 300,000 and then we'll stop it once it gets close enough. Stop the current upgrade. All right. So yeah, so while that's working, we'll let time pass a bit. Vehicles complete orders. Research complete. Salvage module is completed. Oops. So let's go in here and let's up the terraforming rate once more. It's definitely going to take a long time. Ooh, especially with that researcher. Maybe we'll cancel and switch to a different researcher because we want to get the full capacity of our whoops. Of our, yeah, that's a bit faster. We want to at least get as much as we can on there. That's going to take a long time. Eventually I'll probably switch out for somebody with even higher numbers once we actually have the research labs for that. It'll get less of a bonus, but having more labs will be more handy. As we default, I mean, doubling the labs significantly decreased the time, even though the bonus dropped quite a bit. But yeah, we'll get that started. What was it? There was something I was just thinking about. Oh, yes. So let's take a look at Earth. Whoops. Wrong button. Or how much infrastructure we got. Okay, so yeah, we're starting to build up a stockpile of infrastructure. So we'll start taking these ships that are completed. So San Francisco's still going on. Freighters. Go to Earth. Load installation. Infrastructure. Refuel, resupply. And then go to Venus. Unload all infrastructure. All installations. There we go. And you're going to go for 49 more times. That'll get a shit ton of infrastructure moved over. And then while they're doing that, the LA Sol is also going to do the same. They're probably going to deplete all of the infrastructure from Earth, but that's all right. It's not too big of a deal. Then you go here, unload all installations. The goal is to try and just get all of it moved over so that we can have Venus somewhat better position, especially once we start terraforming. Because having more of a cap is going to help once we actually start moving regular mines. Because right now I think we're just doing automated mines. Yeah. So we'll want to make sure we get plenty of infrastructure over there so that we can start putting regular mines. Because they're going to be, Venus is going to be our basically dollar haven. It's going to get us all of our stuff that we need. There we go. That time we actually for once skipped forward a bit. It's been a while since it skipped forward, mostly because we're just having all this stuff doing things. Oh, we actually completed some orders. We're now orbiting Venus with the Beagle. So yeah, they completed all their orders. That was fast. I mean, these are fast little ships. They don't carry a whole lot, but they move quite quickly compared to the LA Sol, which still moves pretty fast. Actually, they move the same speed and moves quite a bit more. Can we upgrade these? Because these are what? what is the... So these are the San Francisco, and these are San Francisco. Oh, is that right? Did we upgrade the class? I think so. Freighters. Yeah. So I think these are the old... The Beagle is the old class, right? Or is it we just have less ships? Ah. So it's just we have less ships. Okay. So we actually combine the Beagle with the LA Soul. So let's see. LA Soul is almost done. So we'll let it finish its things in 14 days. Nope. We finished researching something, or somebody died. Yep, looks like somebody died. So let's grab the next highest. There we go. Alright. Let's give it a few more days. There we go. Looks like the Black Wolf more Black Wolf ships are completed. Some more commanding officers. There we go. LA Soul. So let's merge the Beagle with the LA Soul. I think we can go Beagle, Earth, and then... or wait, oh yeah, that's what I gotta do. Fleets. Go to the LA Soul. Join fleet. Because originally these were going to be, there we go. They were going to be separate fleets going different directions, but since it's all going to be the same place for now, I'm actually going to rename the fleet. This is just the Soul Transfer Fleet. Oh, I forgot the beginning part said transfer, so it's the Transfer Soul Transfer Fleet. It's actually just a Freighter Soul Transfer Fleet. There we go. Alright. So we're going to go to Earth. Let me make sure. Are we still out producing what we're moving? Oh, by a long shot. Okay. Good. So we're going to load installations, infrastructure, refuel, resupply, go to Venus, unload all installations, and then we're just going to set them to cycle for now. That way we don't get pops up every 30 days or so. We'll just let them move everything. Alright, so we've got a bit of shortage of Mercassium. That was to be expected. That's one of the ones we ran out of, which, are we producing that on Venus? We are not. We are producing it on Mars, though, so we're having a bit of production there. Let me make sure all of these are set to Mass Driver Earth. Purchase. Yeah, they're set to purchase. I know they're set to Mass Driver to Earth. Alright, there we go. No Mercassium there. Got a bit of Mercassium there, but it's very low yield. Bit of Mercassium there. So yeah, so the only place we're getting decent amount of Mercassium is Mars, and even that's only 0.2. That might be something we need to keep an eye out for. Because overall, I think in our stockpile and stuff, we don't have a whole lot of Mercassium. Oh, no, we have... Oh, usage. That's usage, not production. Stockpile, yeah, we're pretty low on Mercassium. So what we can do is we've got a lot of infrastructure being moved to Venus. Let's see. Yeah, our cap is going up decently. And since we're going to build a terraforming ship there anyways, I'm not too worried about too much more infrastructure currently. So let's drop this down quite a bit. That way we're not burning through that Mercassium quite as quickly. And for now, we're going to build... let's build a few more regular mines, since we're going to use Venus as a mining colony. I want to make sure I've got some backup of regular mines. We don't want to build them too quickly so we don't burn through our resources still. Sorry about that, my throat's a little sore still. Alright, there we go. So yeah, we'll work on that. We'll leave some construction left over. That's mostly because I spec'd so hard into construction rate that we're getting that stuff done so quickly that I'm not too worried about having spare construction rate. So let's go here, go construction. Let's see, fuel production. Yes, we're going to want to get fuel production up a bit because as we build bigger ships, especially if we decide to go with the tug that needs a lot more fuel, we'll definitely want to have higher fuel production. So let's build that. And then we'll also grab shipbuilding rate. There we go. And then add this to Q. There we go. So let's carry on. Rift Valley. Okay, yes. So we completed some of our ground combat, which is something we want to make sure we get a few more things done. So let's grab them. Create project. And then add a few different things to queue. These just basically improve our different weapons and improve our different, like, this gives our bombardment pods for fighters so we can send fighters down to provide air support. Let's add all of these because there are things we're going to want eventually once we start attacking precursors and such. Alright. Yes, we're still low on Mercasium. And yeah, we are building the Amber Clad, and that requires some Mercasium. Which, that sucks. I might even be tempted to cancel the Pony Express for now. Just so that we can get some more of those minerals moved back into circulation. Because we're using minerals to make that. We don't really need 2 battleships currently. So we'll move that back. Looks like the Dewilco has exceeded its deployment time, so let's send them back home. Which by the time the Dewilco gets back home, I think... Let me see. Is that what we created? Yeah, the Gen 3 Los Angeles. And I think our shipyard should have upgraded. Yeah. So now we have the Gen 3 Los Angeles, which we can upgrade the Dewilco to. So let's take them. Auto route to Sol. Go to Earth. Refuel, resupply. I don't think we need to overhaul because I think that by upgrading them, that will automatically overhaul the ship. So, alright. So we've got some more research completed. Looks like it's in power propulsion. So let's go over there and start working on that again. Create project and then grab him and then let's see, what's the most useful thing for us right now? These are useful for missiles and such. Don't think we necessarily need any of those right now. Let's max out or increase our jump squadron sizes in case we want to build jump tenders. Max engine size, engine power modifier. And then we'll start working on the next level of drive tech. Alright. Oh, then we still have inactive research. So let's see. Let's put some more on fuel production because we want to get that done sooner. And then we'll say all new ones will go here. Alright. Yep, still Mercasium. Dewilco cannot commit as primary. Oh, yes. Dewilco. You're at Earth, right? Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to our... Oops, actually, I do want here. So the Los Angeles Gen 3. We're going to say refit. Class. Wait, why is it refitting from there? I want to refit from the Gen 2. Oh, I think I have to go in... here and go Gen 2, obsolete. Yeah, sorry, it's over here. So now if I refresh, there we go. So now if I go in this, I should be able to, are they in Earth orbit? Orbiting Earth, yeah. So I should be able to go Altier, refit. See, that's weird. Why can't I not refit from the Gen 2 to the Gen 3? Because I can produce Gen 3 here. I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, I can produce Gen 3, so why can I not upgrade from the Gen 2s to the Gen 3s? Move to location. Let's make sure that it's not like bugging out because of the orders. And let's remove our standing orders. No orders, no orders. No condition, no condition. Alright. Let's make sure that it's got like not some kind of bug like that. And let's go back to our shipyards. Los Angeles Gen 3, Altair. Refit. Yeah, why can I not? One second, folks. I'll be right back. Alright, so it looks like there's an issue in the current version of Aurora, at least from what I can understand online. You cannot refit with a certain amount of, like, if you've changed your engines too much from the original design that you're refitting from, you cannot change it to the new class. So unfortunately, it looks like I'm going to have to manually just scrap and rebuild the ship. As much as I would like to just keep the same ship, it looks like that's just not possible in the current version. So I think what we have to do is go to back up to here, shipyards, down here, and then we'll say scrap the Gen 2 DeWilco, create task, and then we should be able to go in here and then say construct Gen 3 DeWilcos, and we'll put them on the survey fleet. Shipyard fleet, that's what it's. Alright, so create 2 more ships because we want to start exploring faster and faster. I think that's something I'm noticing a lot of people are really wanting, is it's moving a bit too slow, so we'll start on that. Alright. So let's see. Civilians are doing some more stuff. New scientist. Some more mineral storages. More stuff getting done. Ship scrapped. So the Wilco has been scrapped and supplies have been recovered. Alright. We completed one of our researches. So let's go into power propulsion and get some magnetic fusion confinement. And then, sorry, add this to the queue, add this to the queue. Alright, so there we go. Still says we have inactive researchers, so that must have been a researcher without a lot of speed. So let's look. Is there anything? Oh, yes. Let's get some more sensor tech going. So construct, and then we'll grab our sensor tech. And then just add to queue a few of these, because these will help with some of our ship stuff, like beam fire controls. Yeah. Probably not that one. So that's basically helps you analyze like alien signals and stuff. That'll be handy once we start dealing with aliens, but we're not too worried about it now. We'll grab the rest of these so we can just have them going. Alright, some more mineral storage, some more shipbuilding rate completed. Soul transfer fleet is unable to load infrastructure from Earth. Okay. So we must have bled through it all. Yep. So we will grab that fleet. Oops, I keep clicking on the wrong button up here. So the transfer fleet, movement orders, and we'll clear all. For now, we'll give it some time. So, yep. So we've got a bit more population support here, but it's built up, of course. Looks like most of them are still doing agricultural jobs. So we're going to move some regular mines from Earth. So let's grab our fleet again. We won't move too many, so we'll probably just do a couple rounds of it just because I don't know exactly how many we can support on Venus yet. But we'll just grab a few mines. And then refuel, resupply, go to Venus, unload all installations, and we'll do that. I believe we can fit 3 mines on here. So let's do it 3 more times. That'll give us 12. That's not a whole lot. We'll repeat this 3 more times, and that would give us 36. Okay. Let's do that and see where that gets us. I don't even know if we can afford that because we don't have that many regular mines on Earth currently. Alright, so research completed into electronic countermeasures. That's sensors. I think we have 2 different scientists, working on sensors. So let's do this and then add these to the queue for him. There we go. All right. And then retrograde vector succeeds deployment time. So we're going to take that ship and we are going to send it back home. Retrograde vector. Auto route to Sol. Go back to Sol. Earth. Move to location. All right, then we're going to scrap that as well. Let's see. Coronium has been exhausted on an asteroid. Yeah, we're still having trouble building. So Mercassium looks to be the big issue right now. Because of that, I'm going to just delete this battleship. Fortunately, as much as I'd like to have them done, we need these more importantly. And let me look real quick. Let's go. We want Mercassium and at least a 0.5. And at least, say 100,000. See if we can search and find anything like that. Include gas giants, include asteroids. Is that really all it found? Let's drop this down to 0.4. Say at least 10,000. Okay. So we've got a few, but not a lot. And they're all in Sol. That's not good. I mean, it is good because it means that we don't have to worry about going very far to get them, but it's bad because it means there's not a lot outside of here. This one's 0.9, so that'd be probably the most handy. Sirius A. It's also got iridium and gallacite, all relatively useful. It's got some useful minerals. They're all high accessibility, so that's good. Let's create a colony on Sirius A. Go here. Oh wait, is this is not in Sol? I thought that was in Sol. Is that not in Sol? Calcium. So Sirius A, yeah. Oh, that's a really good accessibility. But it's outside of Sol, so it'd be a lot harder to get the resources back here. So instead, let's go to here. This has the most of Mercassium. So let's go here. Yeah, that's probably our best bet is here, because this has slightly higher accessibility, but pretty, almost half the amount of material, and it's not half the accessibility. So let's create a colony here. Go back here. Alright, so Faye is the one that has Mercassium. So we're going to say, we're going to move a mesh driver here. And we're going to remove the colony here. We'll eventually want... how do I remove this colony? Just what it's like right here. Alright, we're not too worried about that. I mean, it's fine. So we'll just go back to here. Faye, we're going to go in here and we're going to go to our fleet. So you are moving installations, mines. You are not doing anything currently. Sweet. So we got these ships. Go to Earth. Load installation. One mass driver. So we load one mass driver, and then with whatever space you have left, load automated mines. Oh, whoops, I might have just said it, so told it just do one. Repeat, remove last. Earth. Load installation. Yeah. 0 automated mines. So this will load however many can fit. And then go to Faye. Unload all installations. So then go back to Earth. Refuel resupply. Send message. Send mines here. So that'll remind me to send mines to Faye. Give it 30 days. There we go. So we're going to grab our ship again. Oops. Our ships. Go to Earth. Load installation. Automated mines. Go to Faye. Unload all installations. Go back to Earth. Refuel resupply. And then we're going to do this. I think this can load... see, 2 of these per trip, and we already loaded how many to Faye? How many did we send you? Earth. 1 mesh driver, so let's do this, or automated mine, not mesh driver. How many do we want is the issue. I don't know how much to put on here. Oh, we actually didn't fit. Okay, so I misread that. That's a mesh driver. Okay, I thought so. So if we can fit 2 on this each trip, we'll do 5 trips total. We've already done 1 on the list, 4 repeat orders. So I'll give us 10. So we'll move those back and forth, and then it'll start giving us some resources. So let's let that go. Retrograde vector is back, so let's go here. Hopefully tear this down. Actually, let's look at shipyard tasks. Okay, so we made 3.2% progress. That's not very good. What I might do is, instead of tearing down the retrograde vector, which I probably shouldn't have torn down the Wilco. Fortunately, I didn't know that at the time. We're going to begin overhaul. Rather than tearing it down, we're going to just overhaul it and then send it back out. That way we can still get some surveying done. Alright, so let's get that done. 49ers have completed orders, so let's take a look at Faye. There we go. So let's see, we're producing enough. So we're starting to get some Mercassium produced. It's going to take 365 years. So good. We want to send a bunch more automated mines in. So we can fit a lot more. Because we want to basically just drain this thing clean so that we can at least get some stuff produced. So Earth. Load installation. Automated mine. Then go to Faye. Unload installation. So that only moved 10. The math is off. Oh wait, no, that's right, because it was 2 per ship. Yeah. Or 2 per fleet transfer. And then Refuel, resupply. Okay. So if I did 4 last time, 4, that would make this, that'll make 10 more mines, so that'll be 80, or not 80, 20. And if we want to do, this will bring it up to 20, so this itself is, yeah, because it's 10 now, this is going to move, ooh, I'm doing this wrong, okay, yeah. So this will move, so I'll make 30 total, because it's moving 20, and if I do 20 once more, that'll give me 50. And then that total, I was moving 40. So yeah, so that'll give me up to 50. So let's start with that. More Mercasium shortages expected. Somebody completed the research or died. Let's see, is there anything? I might do some power propulsion, but let's see. Oh, we're a little behind on missiles and kinetics. So let's get somebody working on that. Get a railgun started and then add some stuff to queue. I'm probably not doing much missiles, so I'm not too worried about the explosion stuff. Railgun, or Gauss cannon velocity, fire rate, magazines. I think this is also with missiles. Yeah. Ordnance production. Probably want to do that in case we do build any like anti-missile missiles. So AMs or AMMs. All right. So the 49ers have completed their orders. Some more promotions. Some more research labs are ready. All right. So let's put some more here on countermeasures. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at Faye. You've got 30 now. I am somehow really doing the math very wrong, and I do not understand how. My brain is a little bit fried, though, because it's been a long few days. So let's see. We've got 30. So we're going to load installation. Load installation, automated mine. Looks like it's doing probably about half of what I actually expected. So it's probably only moving 1 mine per trip. So let's see. Let's load and then go to Faye. Unload all installations. Go back to Earth. Refuel resupply. So that'll move 1 mine. So if we do that 9 more times, that moves 10. So I guess up to 40. And then do that once more. That's doubling all of my orders. So that will get me up to 50. So go from 30 to 40 and then 50. So that should get us there. Pickup failed. So we are out of automated mines on Earth, aren't we? I figured this would happen because we are producing more regular mines. So let's bump this up slightly. Let's go to 15. Modify and then add 100 more because we're going to want to build a lot more. Nope, automated mines. Add 100. Modify. All right. And then let's look. I think we're still low on Mercasium and Corundium, of course. Less to expect. It looks like the Mercasium is actually slowly going away. Mercasium shortage, I'm not getting constant pop-ups, so let's tell the 49ers to cancel all these orders, because unfortunately they're not going to let them complete. So let's look at the Corundium. How are we doing on that? Because that's one we're shipping from Venus. We are out of stockpile, which is probably because I increased our production of automated mines and regular mines. Let's drop this deck down to 5. Drop you down to 5. We are wanting those, but I think we're okay for now. Let's go to Mars. Let's see, we're still producing some Mercasium. Venus is the better one. We're producing yeah, we're out. Or yeah, that's right. We don't have any more calcium on Venus, but we are producing uranium and corundum, which is some of the big ones. Corundum is the one we need, which we have a stockpile here. It is being moved. It's just being moved slowly. I might send another mesh driver to here. It looks like the mesh driver is not moving nearly quick enough. Our stockpile's at 13. Let's see. This one is moving quickly enough. Corundum, yeah. So these are going to drain within a decent number of years, so I'm not too worried about this. It's going to take a while, but let's send a mass driver to Venus, not multiple. Let's see. Go to Earth. Load mass driver. Go to Venus. Unload all installations. So back to Earth. Refuel resupply. All right. Just do that once. There we go. So Venus should move quite a bit more minerals now. Yeah. So these are now negative. So it's no longer stockpiling because we want to be moving as much as we can from Venus to Earth. That way we've got as many minerals as possible. So, all right. But I think that's it for today. I know it's a bit of a slower episode, getting back into the swing of things. We should have that mineral crisis solved, though. It's going to take a little bit for it to kind of even out because of the kind of crappy nature of our resources here. Something I want to look at now. I'll probably, in between episodes, kind of look around and see if I can find anything that might have more potassium and just doesn't show it. Because I know that we do have the colonial troopers that are going around and ground-based surveying, which we actually need to send somebody to Bernard Star, because this one has mercasium here. We might be able to find a higher accessibility, which would be nice, because this is a large amount, just not very accessible. But yeah, I'll look into that between episodes, just to kind of figure out what's going on with that, see if there's anything I can do to fix that. But for now, I will see you guys next time. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't joined the Discord, the description contains a link, and you can go there, and we're going to do like lots of voting and stuff, some of which has already been happening. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.